the importance of the conference to the mineral owner and the landowner is largely because they're the same people. You know, the landowners typically around here own the mineral, and their families have owned it for 100 years. And but we've had a huge change. You know, I said earlier that this Anadarko Basin historically was a natural gas field. I mean, that's what we produced here all through the 70s and 80s booms, all the way up to really the late 80s and early 90s when we started transitioning a little more into an oil field. So these mineral owners, these landowners that aren't necessarily in the business, but they know they got royalty interest and they know they get a check, and they're seeing these changes, but nobody's really ever explained it to them, how the technology has changed. Now we have directional drilling, we have horizontal drilling, and there's a lot of misconception about, you know, if you drill a hole 10,000 foot deep on my land and then you go 15,000 feet to the east, whose minerals are we in? You know, there's a lot of misconception about that. There's been a lot of misconception about what the midstream people do. There's a lot of things that I think are going to come out at this conference, given the speakers we have, that are just going to be a huge education for the people that are interested. You know, the people that are coming to speak don't need the education. So I'm hoping we get community members. I'm hoping we get these landowners that are mineral owners and they understand that part of it. But maybe if they understood a little more about what it took to get that check to their mailbox, they'd feel a little more confident about letting service companies and oil companies on their land to produce the resources. And you know, education is the key to everything. We can talk till we're blue in the face about how things ought to be, but if we don't educate our society and bring the people together, we're basically just beating our head against the wall. I think we're going to have a large response. I think just like at the beef conference, I saw a number of people at the beef conference that came from ranching families, but they had moved off and they'd never been involved in the family ranch, and they had an opportunity to come learn about what the ranch life does. I saw a number of people come back to Canadian for that. And I think we'll have success along the same lines with the actual mineral owners. I'm not real sure about the oil companies, how many of them will come, but I think that we'll have a broad representation of small and large, and I think AgriLife can be the vehicle to get the mineral owner, to get the farm and ranch owner, or get the royalty owner that has moved off to Dallas or New York or whatever, and get them at the table to sit down with the executives of these oil companies that are drilling on the family land. Once again, I think it's an educational opportunity, and that's the way we have to look at it. And if we want it to be successful, we have to talk about important topics. We have to make it vibrant but keep it simple. And if we get too far off in the weeds, everybody's going to quit paying attention. So if we really focus on the topics we've laid out and we hit them hard and fast and keep it simple, I think it's going to be a huge success. I think we're going to have a great educational opportunity, and next year will be bigger.